Good morning, second grade. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys this morning? Awesome job. I'm so glad that you guys are here to join me. My name is Mrs. Vang, so that we can become amazing readers and writers. And boys and girls, I sure do love reading. And I have another book to share with you guys. This is a book called Firebird, and it's by Misty Copeland and Christopher Myers. And guess what, boys and girls? Misty Copeland is one of my favorite ballerinas because she's such a skillful dancer. Oh, I just love watching her dance. Now, in this book, she shows a young dancer that through hard work and dedication, she can become a great dancer. So if you want to read this book, you can try to check it out at your county library, or you can see if you can find it on Sora if you have the Sora reading app. Check it out, boys and girls. It's a great book to read. Okay, now let's go into our Sora Top Countdown Schools in Fresno Unified. Today, we're going to reveal the top school in the number 3 spot. Are you guys ready? Do you guys see it? Who is it? Ewing Elementary. Good job, Ewing. You guys are doing an amazing job reading and checking out those books and reading. Because don't forget, boys and girls, the more you read, the stronger your brain gets, the smarter you get. You're right. So keep reading, boys and girls. Okay, are you guys ready to get started? Awesome. Let's start with, you're right, training our ears. So turn your listening ears up nice and loud, because remember, boys and girls, the more we hear sounds, the more we can read and write with sounds. And that's why we always start with our listening skills, or what we call phonemic awareness. And it's so important to learn. Today, we're going to practice our blending, and we're going to play a game called Guess My Word. And you guys are really good at playing this game. This is where I give you some sounds. Your job, blend it together, guess my word. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started. What's my word if I give you these sounds? Shh, air. Blend it together. Shh, air, share. Good job. Like, please share with your brother. Share. Good job. Or sister, share. Okay, how about these set of sounds? Ready? D, air. D, air. What's my word? Dare. Good job. Dare. Okay, last set of sounds. Let's see how you guys do. Ch, air. Blend it together. Ch, air. What's my word? Chair. Good job. Like I went and sat down on a chair. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, if you were using your listening skills, which I know you were, what sound did you hear? The air sound. You're right. And all week, boys and girls, we are going to be working with our air sound. So that's also what we call an R-controlled vowel sound. Our spelling pattern this week, boys and girls, is the air sound. And guess what? If you look at my chair card up here, you'll notice that the air sound has 4 different ways that we can spell that sound. Isn't that tricky? It's very tricky because these two, remember, we learned last week, and they also say ear. You're right. But this week we're learning air. So say that with me. Air. Good job. Okay, let's spell all the different ways that we can spell that air sound. Ready? A-I-R says air. Good job. A-R-E says air. Good. E-A-R says air. Good. And E-R-E says air. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, now I have some letters here for us. Help me blend these letters together. Ready? The first one. Ready? B. Air. What's my word? Bear. Good. B-E-A-R says bear. And that's the bear that is an animal. Bear. Good reading. Okay, let's go on to the next set of letters. Ready? Help me blend these together. TH is a digraph, and it says Good. There. Blend it together. There. Go. There. Like there. There. Where. Let me think. Because this is also tricky, boys and girls, because there and bear, guess what? They're what we call homophones because there are different ways to spell these words, but they all sound the same. And this there is like a location. So I can say, there is my cat. He's right there, right? It's a location there. Now, speaking of homophones, because remember homophones are words that sound the same, that are spelled differently. I want to spell the word bear, but now I want it to mean like without, like I like to walk on my bare feet, okay? So that bear is actually spelled, help me spell it, B. And then the air, guess what? It's with the A-R-E, bear. So here's bear, that's an animal. Bear, like I like to walk with my bare feet without any shoes on. Homophones, did you see that? And that's what's so tricky about the spelling pattern, or what we call the R control spelling pattern, bear. Okay, let's quickly build another word, pair, pair. Oh, but this is like the pair, two of something, a pair of shoes. Pa, pa is your pa. And the air, like the pair of shoes, is the good, A-I-R, pair. Good job, boys and girls. But if you put the E-A-R, guess what? That's pear, and that's the pear that you eat. I know, that's homophone, so tricky. Okay, now let's go and practice sorting words. So now I have some words for us. You read it and tell me how they're spelled. Is it with the A-I-R that says air, A-R-E, E-R-E, or E-A-R that says air? Are you ready? Okay, ready? Share. Good, did you see it? A-R-E, good. Fair, good, good eyes. A-I-R, fair. Tear, or good. Air, tear, like you tear a paper, good. E-A-R, wear, good. That's my E-R-E. Next word, scare, good. Are you seeing the spelling pattern? A-R-E. Next word, pair. We just spelled that. And this is the pair, like two of something, pair. Next word, there. We've read and spelled that word many times, and it is a high frequency word. Next word, oh, I have scare again. Oh. Next word, pear. This is the pear that we eat. You're right. And last one, care. And that's with the A-R-E. And I'm put this right on top because we have two scare already. How did you do? Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, all week we're going to continue learning that R control vowel sound, air. Okay, now let's go into our high frequency words. And remember, boys and girls, high frequency words are words that we see most often or most frequently when we are reading. So it's important to learn how to read and write them so that we don't have to use all of our brain power to sound them out. And so that we can save that, all of our brain power for those longer words. Okay, all week we have 10. Every day we're going to focus on 2. Help me with the 2 that we're going to learn today. Ready? The words are touch and bought. First word, touch. Help me read it again. Touch. Okay, help me spell it. T-O-U-C-H, touch. Good job. Next word, bought. Bought. Help me spell it. B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. Good, which is the past tense of buy, right? That means it already happened. Bought. Okay, now I have 2 sentences. Help me read the sentences and help me try to figure out which one of these words will go into the sentence so that it all makes sense. Ready? First sentence says, Karen, a sandwich for lunch. Oh, are you using the context clues to help you? I know you are. Let's read the second sentence. The tree branches, the roof when the wind blows. Oh, are you thinking? I see you thinking. Good job. Karen, what did she do? If she a sandwich for lunch. She bought a sandwich for lunch. Good job. Karen bought a sandwich for lunch. So that must mean touch goes in the second sentence. Let's read it together. The tree branches touch the roof when the wind blows. How did you do? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now let's practice reading all of our words. We're going to start with the two that we learned today. Are you ready? Bought, touch, never, knew, soon, sorry, talk, once, upon, and among. And don't forget, boys and girls, if one of these words are hard for you, don't forget, write them down and put them aside and practice those nightly so that you know how to read and spell these high frequency words. Okay, now let's go and finish up with our R control syllable. Now, remember, it's important to know how to divide words into syllables so that you can read words and write words. So here I have 3 words for us. Now, if you look, these all have our R control spelling pattern. And we've learned a couple of them, like the ER, IR, UR, OR, ORE, OAR. These are all our and our or and our air and our ear sounds, all of our R control vowels. So if I come across this word and I was having trouble reading it, remember I can look for my spelling pattern, and here's my AR. I know I'm going to keep that together. So I'm going to say R, remember, and the rule for our R control is to keep it together. So I'm going to divide right there, and I would say R, and then this would say k, et. The E makes a short vowel because it's closed in. So market becomes market. Good job, market. And that's how I would divide a word into syllable to read it. Next one, again, there's that OR. That's an R control syllable. So I would keep it together. And I know OR says or. So I know I would divide right here, and I would say or actually, if you know that small word, we know it says for. This one, remember, there's a T and there's a Y. When there's a Y at the end, it always makes a long vowel. In this case, it makes the E sound. So 4T, 40, just like that, boys and girls. So when you get these longer words that you're not sure about, use that R control vowel syllable rule to divide it so that you can read. So boys and girls, don't forget to come back all week so that we can practice our R control vowel this week, which is air, and practice dividing them into syllables so that we can read. I'm going to leave you with a quote from Misty Copeland, and she says, "You can start late, look different, be uncertain, and still succeed." So boys and girls, this is such a good message. So boys and girls, I hope you are having a great day. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
To a brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.